Hey, I ain't even tell you I went to jail the other day on some bullshit though. Like, it's really my fault because I really could have just took off on their ass. But I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do that, you feel me? I ain't gonna take off on their ass. They just be on my ass tomorrow. Jay just got out of jail and shit. I'm an illegal dude, so I'm like, fuck it, I ain't finna search this bitch anyway. So I'm on my way to the yo. No matter of fact, was going to J Crew cause we was finna smoke. And y'all know I keep a pole on me everywhere I go. The MOS 43X, man, that bitch was cold. So we thought we was finna smoke, but I ain't had nothing to roll. I told him I ain't had no woods, let's pull up to the stove. I'm in that wide body bitch, I ain't driving slow. Swear to God, if they ain't see my plate.
It would've been audio.
So I'm walking to the door, the boys driving slow. I'm hesitating cause I'm already
know what they asked me on.
State boys, you already know what they asked me on. But they ain't pull up in the store, so I'm like, okay for sure. Got in the wheel, I asked where they go. He said, I don't know, police scanner beeping like a bitch, so they
what
still
we on, buddy?
and I still don't.
Pull out the store that right behind me. With the Glock 43, still got the stop.
They ain't hit they lights hit, they was just behind.
Chad, how we doing today, bud?
They hit they lights, Glock was in my drawers, they're gonna think I'm lying. Came to my window for credentials, I couldn't even find. He said, where you to? I said, the stew, then he started eyeing. He said, oh, you baby face E. Oh, you be on say cheese. You the one that stay P. You the one that take keys.
You the one that ride around with choppers that be 18.
You the one that turn up the block
Barry,
and
what's
take the whole
wrong,
street.
man?
Girls had a bottle in my
White
car.
boy, what's good?
It was in the pasture. They seen that shit right by J feet. They can search the car after that. It's a PC. Proper cause, nigga, if you ain't know what the fuck that mean. At this point, I'm annoyed in the bitch. I admit.
I got sweat, so I'm trying to hide the blitz.
But I'm still
I ain't gonna lie, you gotta roll you up on.
Cause it's not the first time that I had to hide my
You gotta roll you up on, or
but them pussy niggas found that shit.
you gotta roll you up on, or
time and shit. Might make me do a 48 or some kind of shit.
Only had to do a fucking day cause I bonded, bitch.
Had to spend 10 to get out that bitch. Better ask about it. Yeah, they let me out.
Hey man, cheers, man.
Yeah, I seen the judge at 6 o'clock. They said nobody ever seen the judge at 6 o'clock. No
club. What y'all nigga got going on today, buddy? Welcome. I hope everybody day been good, you know what I'm saying? We got, hey nigga, I've been scrolling. First of all, if you ain't gonna see the new YouTube video I just dropped, my nigga, go watch that bit right now. Fuck the stream. Nah, go watch it after the stream. I don't just play it, my nigga. But if you ain't tap in, that shit's... We did like a fast food tier list, bro. That shit's funny as a motherfucker, bro. No cap. Fast food tier list shit was funny as hell, chat. But after I was done editing shit like that, the past like 30 minutes I've been scrolling through my shit, bro. It's hella 2K shit going on, my nigga. Now, I know 2K coming out. 2K come out like, and when that shit come out like 3 days? Hold on, what the fuck? Nigga, this shit come out in 5 days, cuz. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I need to get my shit together, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm overly bugging. I ain't pre-ordered it. Yeah, bro. We finna go through. We finna see some news about this shit, bro. But if you turned up for 2K, I ain't gonna lie, Chad. Last year, I know a lot of y'all wasn't tuned into me last year. But last year, my nigga, I was running it up on 2K. I ain't gonna lie. I was running that shit all the way up on 2K, twin. No bullshit. Had to get jiggy. So you start your big adult job. Tough. Brooklyn, what's good? What's good? Cheers, Barry. Facts. I'm finna crack open this Buzzington in just a sec. You tired of adulting? Man, Barry, when they told us we should have stayed kids, we should have stayed kids. Nah. Wait, what is stay kids, bro? Another buzz? Man, the Buzzingtons go crazy. Don't sleep on the buzz balls now. Wait. 2K27 news. I'm wildin'. Alright, chat. Let's get into the news about the new 2K. Now, this nigga Joe knows. See, bro. this nigga Joe Knows and Badge Plug is one of the two only niggas I'ma trust in this shit. Cause listen, they always actually give good, important information. Now, I don't know if we should do this one from 10 hours ago with 127,000 views, or we should do this one from 2 hours ago with 12,000 views. I'm thinking the one from 2 hours ago gonna have more recent information than one from 10 hours ago. So, nigga, we finna go 2 hours ago, nigga. Simple.
Cute. I wish I could fit it.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that, my nigga?
You know, I always say if you have time to scroll, you have time for a call.
I like that.
At AT&T, we guarantee your network.
What the fuck?
If there's an outage, we credit your bill.
Well, guys, today was the big...
Oh, this shit looks... Hold on, nigga. This shit look... Is this Park, nigga? Hold on. Oh, they in the theater, nigga? We already got theater gameplay a week out, nigga? What the fuck? Hold on. They getting overly exclusive in this badge. Let's see something.
Well, guys, today was the big day for us Park players. We got to see the builder. We have now seen build on build action and much more that we need to talk about.
I ain't seen that. Where that at? Nigga, I'm late as fuck to the news. What else did this nigga drop? This nigga streamed for 6 hours? Oh, nah. Hold on, bro. We finna get into the builder. Let's watch the first.
Well, guys, today.
Let's watch the first video. Let's watch the first video.
The NBA 2K27 My Player Builder Breakdown. Not
So we got the My Player Builder, my nigga. We finna see what the fuck we finna cook, yeah.
gonna waste any time. All I ask is that you take a second and drop a like on the video. Let's get straight into it. You can pick male or female now. If you do pick female, you can only play in the city. If you want to play
All my shorties. If you on the 2K, bro, let's run it. I gotta see if you cold or not, bro.
career or eras, you have to pick a male player. Next, you have the choice to create your own or pick from a template build. We're going to create our own, obviously, because we're trying to break down this builder. Enter your vitals, and let's get straight to it. With pure green windows being smaller in NBA 2K27, it's going to be more important than ever to get the biggest green window jump shot for your specific build.
And this is an ad. He's smooth. He's smooth. This ad. He's smooth.
Have your 3 tabs up top.
Smooth.
Discount. I
That
can't
was smooth.
recommend
That
NBA
was smooth,
2K
my
Lab
nigga.
enough. The next screen, you have your 3 tabs up top. Your attributes tab, your badges tab, and your body types tab. On the
Is that 50 Cent, my nigga? What the fuck?
badges tab, not only can you see the badge levels as you adjust your height, weight, wingspan, but you can also see how many badge tokens each badge is going to cost. More on that later. You'll notice that although visually a lot of the attribute stuff looks the same, it is actually different. For example, last year on a 6'8" minimum wingspan, minimum weight player, you could get 95 perimeter. This year it's only 87. You'll notice that adjusting your wingspan and your weight.
Do people really be betting or something on these 2K games? Hey, Barry, this shit get serious. Like, if your man is on 2K, don't fuck with him. Don't ask him how his day was. Don't even massage. Don't touch the nigga. He's exactly where he wanna be. Especially when the new 2K come out. Yes, Barry, this shit gets serious.
Has a much more drastic effect on not only perimeter, but also on your driving dunk. The lower the wingspan, the harsher the penalty on your driving dunk this year. The lower the weight, the harsher the penalty on your perimeter. But you'll notice something. As I keep scrolling through the heights here, I'm just seeing, like, at any point, you know, at any height, does it start to change how the weight and the wingspan affect those attributes? And as I go up the heights here, you'll notice once I get to 6'10" and up, lowering the weight actually raises your perimeter. So it's like the cutoff for big men, I guess. Like, you know, a lighter big man is going to have better perimeter defense than a heavier big man. But on 6'9",
Wow,
6'8", 6'7",
so,
6'5", 4'3", the lower, like the more kind of wing guard players, the lower your weight, it lowers your perimeter. So that's something to keep in mind as you're making your builds this year. You know, last year on a 6'8" player, there really was no penalty for going low weight, low wingspan. Low weight, low wingspan would have a 95 perimeter, and then if you upgraded it to max wingspan, you'd only have a 96 perimeter. This year, it's a lot more harsher penalty on those wings and guards if you're going minimum weight and minimum wingspan.
So you got to keep your wingspan in mind for real, nigga. Can't be out here with the T-Rexes. Hey, a lot of niggas use the T-Rex method to get they shot up. Listen, the T-Rex method is not finna work for niggas no more, bruh. You cannot come out there with the motherfucking little ass arms and spark them threes as such. I mean, you might be able to spark the threes, nigga, but you ain't gonna be able to play no defense. Nigga running right past you like these, my nigga. Trying to slide and shit. Fuck no.
So definitely something to consider when making your build. But here's the example that I was talking about, right? Now I'm getting into the power forwards and you know, I'm looking at, you know, the 6'9" power forward, and I notice, okay, like the attributes are still reacting the same to when I lower the weight, lower the wingspan. But once I get to 6'10" and I lower that weight, I'm like, perimeter is now going up. So just a threshold that I noticed in terms of a height cutoff, in terms of how weight affects your attributes. So when you're looking at your attributes, although visually it may look the same, make sure you're paying attention to how things react, because there are differences between the 26 builder and the 27 builder in attributes. Once you finalize your physicals and advance to the next screen,
to the badges and shit.
On the right side of the screen, if you click triangle or Y, you can go from relevant badges to all badges. And this might have some value this year because a lot of badges have been split, like the offensive rebound and defensive rebound badge has been split. The midi shooting badges and the 3-point shooting badges have been split. So
I like that though, nigga. So if your nigga ain't really a 3-ball shooter like that, but his midi is ferocious, like you can make a nigga like Shea on this bitch. Shea 3-ball cool, but his midi is knocked down.
Remembering which badges are tied to which attributes, you can use the relevant badges tab to, you know, make sure you understand what's going on, or you can keep it on all badges and just see what goes up as you put up each attribute. Another thing a lot of people kept asking was what determines your badge tokens. Where you put your attributes determines how many badge tokens you're going to get in each category. You know, if you max out your shooting, you're going to get the maximum amount of shooting badge tokens. Same with other categories, right? So not only pay attention to badge thresholds and what attributes you want to get, but also pay attention to, you know, maybe sometimes one more tick up on an attribute might get you an extra badge token. Just something to keep in mind as you're making your build. Now, when you click in the left stick, you're going to get a lot of tabs to pop up that are going to help you. The first one is the badges tab. It shows you every badge in the game and the attribute requirement for each level, the height threshold, everything you could want. You can scroll from each category: finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, rebounding, physicals. Now pay close attention to badge thresholds because a lot of the rating requirements for certain badge levels has changed. You will notice if you pay attention compared to last year's builder. You'll also notice that Hoff badges are the highest level you can unlock through attributes. There is a way to push your badge levels all the way to legend, but we're going to talk about that later when we get to the badge screen. But I'm going to scroll through all of these, and at the end of it, there is also
seatbelt. Yeah, I like that.
all the takeover.
Wait, would you?
But I'm going to scroll through all of these, and at the end of it, there
you need agility and 91 perimeter for gold seatbelt.
There is also all the
goddamn, for Hall of Fame, you need 99, bitch.
The takeover options and their requirements. So if you want to pause this and look at it, you can. I'm going to let this run through, and then I'm going to come back when we get to the next tab.
Wait, are these badges, nigga? Nah, these the takeovers. Nigga, I'm trying to get to the badges. I ain't gonna lie. The builder and shit, cool, nigga. Like, it's damn near all the same shit, nigga. I want to see what the fuck badges, nigga. They got like 20 new badges.
You know, an 85 ball handle because that's what I need for these. SGA escape.
No,
next tab, the animations tab. This is where you're going to see the attribute requirement for every animation in the game, and you're going to want to pay attention because a lot of your favorite moves rating requirement.
Oh, I'm so happy they finally did this. Like, you could see what animations you could get at what certain shit in the beginning, nigga. Used to have to already make a nigga or already know what the fuck going on, bruh.
Has changed. For example, Kevin Durant go-to shot is now a 94 shot rating to unlock it. Even dribble moves. You know, a popular escape last year was the SGA escape. That is now a 91 ball handle requirement. So if you're making your build and you're like, oh, I'm going to go to, you know, an 85 ball handle because that's what I need for these moves, you might want to double check because although, you know, the moves might have the same name and the same animation type.
Wait, hold on, chat. Bet.
To them, the attribute requirement to unlock them could be different. So definitely utilizing this animation tab while you're creating your build to make sure you get the SIGs that you want is going to be valuable. The next tab is your...
I'm trying to get to it, my nigga.
Cap Breakers tab, but you can't view your cap breakers unless you upgrade your attributes and are a 99 overall in the builder. So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm just gonna put up some stuff here. I'm not.
Wait, where the cap breakers, my nigga?
Because although, you know, the moves might have the same name and the same animation tied to them, the attribute requirement to unlock them could be different. So definitely utilizing this animation tab while you're creating your build to make sure you get the SIGs that you want is going to be valuable. The next tab is your Cap Breakers tab, but you can't view your Cap Breakers unless you upgrade your attributes and are a 99 overall in the builder.
Goofy.
So
See, that's goofy.
I'm gonna show y'all. I'm just gonna put up some stuff here.
That's
I'm not actually like taking the time to make a good build, so please do not copy this. I'm just putting the attributes up so we could see that the Cap Breakers show up. I would rather you be able to see the Cap Breakers as you make your build, similar to how that website was last year that a lot of us used, where you could see like as you put up each attribute how the Cap Breakers changed. In here they made it so you have to be a 99 overall to be able to see the Cap Breaker amounts. You know, it's definitely a nice addition, but it's not exactly executed to the best way possible in my opinion. But when you hit 99 overall in the attribute screen, you can scroll over to your Cap Breakers tab and now see them in the builder. Moving on to when you actually put on your badges and decide what you want.
You can still see the shit, but you gotta get your player all the way to how you want him first. Got you.
To use. I'm gonna try to keep it as simple as possible, but there is a lot of things to consider when we get to these, you know, kind of all the stuff going on here. So bear with me. It's gonna take a little bit, but I think you're gonna learn a lot, and it's gonna help you actually understand how to utilize this to the best of your ability. You get to this screen, this is where, you know, it shows you how many badge tokens you have in each category. Obviously, in this version, we actually had max badges. But when you make your build in the game, you're obviously going to have to grind to unlock those badge tokens. So when you click on badges for the first time, they give you a little tutorial. Each discipline has its own badge slots where related badges can be equipped. Earn badge tokens in games, practice, and workouts. Meet a badge's attribute requirements, then spend tokens to equip it in a slot. Attribute requirements and token cost are shown here. Meet both to equip the badge. So the first part is pretty self-explanatory. Badge tokens. We've had similar things in past 2Ks where each badge has a specific cost. You have a certain number of badge tokens in each discipline. You have to decide which badges you want to spend your tokens on. It's not like 2K26 where just every badge that your build meets the requirement for, you're going to have. You have to actually decide which badges you want to put on. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on with bonus slots, bonus tokens, the synergy with fuse and reaction.
Are you able to switch out what badges you use or not? If not, my nigga, this shit's ass. If you is, it's Gucci.
Badges and how it all ties together with +1s and 2s and getting token refunds, and it's a whole lot. So bear with me. This part is relatively simple, deciding which badges you want to put on initially, and then we're going to keep going, and I'm going to try to simplify all this as best as possible so that when y'all start making your builds, you understand. All right, so just going through, seeing what badges I want to spend my tokens on. But once we click in that R3 button, we're getting more tutorials about what's going on. Bonus slots are earned through prizing and can be moved to any discipline at any time. Bonus tokens are also earned from prizing and can be moved to any discipline at any time. All right, so here's a perfect example. In my defense category right now, I only have 2 badge tokens available, but I need 3 for Silver High Flying Denier. So I'm...
Okay, he has 2 badge tokens available, but he needs 3 for the Denier.
Going to go over to my bonus badge slots. I'm going to apply one of those bonus badge tokens to the defense category, giving me 3 defense tokens available, which then I can apply and unlock the Silver High Flying Denier. That is going to be a theme across all your categories, right? You can apply those bonus tokens to any category, so when you don't have enough tokens, you want to get a badge, you can utilize those bonus badge tokens. Now here's an example of bonus slots. There are 5 total rebounding badges, but I only have 4 badge slots available in the rebounding category. So I'm going to apply some bonus tokens so that I have enough tokens to put on all the rebounding badges. But of course, like I said, there's 5 rebounding badges. I only have 4 slots. So this is where I can utilize that bonus slot. So as you can see, I'm selecting the rebounding badges that I want. I'm filling those 4 slots that I have available, but there's another rebounding badge that I want to put on. So I'm going to utilize one of my bonus slots. Clicking that R3 button again, going over to the slot section, I'm going to go down to rebounding and I'm going to add a 5th slot available in the rebounding category. Once I apply that slot, I can then go in, spend the rest of my tokens on that 5th rebounding badge, and then I'm able to unlock all 5 rebounding badges on this hypothetical center build that you're looking at right here. So optimizing your build to the fullest, you're going to have to utilize...
Nigga, it's so much customization, my nigga. It might be a little too much, though, twin. Fuck. Like, again, you said bonus slots, bonus tokens. You got badge tokens. Oh, my God. But there's hella combos you can make, too. So it's like, I don't know, bro. It just seemed like a lot, my nigga. It used to be motherfucking balanced inside or outside, my nigga. Now this shit done got a whole motherfucking goddamn. Why is the app not in the store? What you mean? You talking about 2K? Why is 2K not in the store? Is 2K not in the store, my nigga? Their wallet.
Those bonus slots and bonus tokens. Now we're gonna go down and break down this whole synergy thing. Fuse badge slots grant a +1 or 2 level boost for the full game at no token cost. Any badge meeting its requirement can be slotted here.
Now we got fuses and shit? What the fuck? This shit is... Nigga.
Break down this whole synergy thing. Fuse badge slots grant a +1 or 2 level boost for the full game at no token cost. Any badge meeting its requirement can be slotted here. Now we slide down to reaction badges. Reaction badges link to fuse badges. Trigger the fuse badge enough times in a game to boost the linked reaction badge 1 or 2 levels for the rest of the game. The reaction badge list is limited to those associated with the fuse badge. We're gonna break all this down in more detail, but we're running through this tutorial right now, so bear with me.
Yeah, I need a breakdown to the breakdown, my nigga. This shit is... What the fuck?
I know it can be a lot.
Oh, God!
And then over here on the right side of the screen, eligible synergy badge boosts and potential token refunds appear here. All right, so let's break all this down, and then we're gonna talk about a bunch of different possibilities on how to utilize this type of stuff, all right? So down in the synergy, your fuse badge is going to be a +1 or +2, depending on which fuse badge you use, at all times, right? And this is how you can push your badges to legend. The only way to push your badges to legend is in the synergy slot. You can't get legend badges from your attributes this year. Okay, so for example, I'm gonna put my Hall of Fame rebounding badge down in the fuse slot in the synergy section to get a +1 and push it to legend. At the same time, you're gonna see I just got a bunch of rebounding tokens back. You get refunded those tokens that you use down there. It's similar to core badges in 2K.
Hold on. He just got 5 badges back, nigga. What the fuck? So you telling me, bruh fucked around, put his hustle rebound on legend, and he got 5 badges back?
Okay, so for example, I'm gonna put my Hall of Fame rebounding badge down. It's refunded those tokens that you use down there. It's similar to core badges in 2K23. Anything you put down,
I ain't played 2K23.
down there in the fuse slot, you're gonna get refunded tokens for those. So it's gonna be really important how you utilize those slots, not only for the +1s and 2s, but also in terms of maximizing your token output on your builds. Because check it out, now that I got refunded those tokens, I can remove those bonus badges that I added, and now I can apply those bonus badges to another category because I just got a bunch of rebounding tokens back. I don't need to use the bonus tokens in the rebounding category anymore. It's definitely a bit over...
Nigga, this shit is elite. What the fuck?
Overwhelming at first, and once you start doing it more and more, you start to realize like, maybe I shouldn't have put that badge in there because now I have all these tokens that I'm not even using in this category. Like it's just a lot to think about and consider when making your build. Obviously, all of these things are going to have to be unlocked. So initially off the rip, you're not even going to have to make some of these decisions. But once we start unlocking more slots, it's definitely going to be a lot of things to consider, and we haven't even gotten into like, then you're trying to implement cap breakers and all types of things. Now, as I was saying, you're gonna have to unlock these synergy badge slots, and I mean, check it out, level 28 in a crew. The next +1 that you can unlock in the fuse slot is level 39 in a crew. Like, these are, you know, it's gonna take a little bit of time. This is from the build specialization. I'm not sure at what level you get it, but you got to get it through build specialization. And then the last +2 you can get is earned at Legend 2 rep. Like, that's gonna take, you know, that's gonna be a long time. A lot of people aren't even gonna get that one. So you definitely are going to have to grind for some of these synergy fuse badge slots. But let's continue on, right? We can fill out these fuse badge slots and put certain badges that we want in there. But underneath that, we have reaction badges as well. Now, the reaction...
God damn, it's another category, bro. This nigga, fuck. Am I getting old, gang?
Badge, as they said, it ties to the fuse badge. You do not get that reaction badge +1 or +2 all game long. You have to activate the reaction badge by using the fused badge above it a certain number of times in a game. So you're gonna wanna coordinate which badges you put in the reaction category to the badge you have in the fuse category. For example, if there's a badge you know you're gonna use a lot, like if you're a center, you might wanna fuse your brick wall badge and then tie your standing 3-point badge to it, because you know I'm going to be setting a lot of screens. So after I set, you know, 3, 4, 5 screens, whatever the specific number is, then my standing 3-point shot badge is going to get that boost for the rest of the game. Use a badge in the fuse category that you know you're going to use all the time. You'll notice that the reaction badges are flashing because it's not a permanent boost until you activate it. So it's showing, you know, my set and fire badge is silver, but it will turn gold once I use brick wall enough times in a game. My paint patroller is silver, but once I use rise up enough times in the game, it will turn gold. Making sure you're using fuse badges that you're going to activate very often in the game is going to be a key to optimizing your build's full badge potential. Another thing to pay attention to is not all badges link from reaction to fuse. For example, I just linked my set and fire badge to my brick wall badge, but if I was trying to link my set and fire badge to my snatcher rebounding badge, you see it does not show up because they feel that set and fire doesn't associate with snatcher, but they feel it does associate with brick wall. So sometimes you're gonna see, like, you might put a badge in the fuse slot and then go to look to put a different badge in the reaction category, and you're gonna be like, why is it not showing up? It's because it's saying it does not link to that fuse badge. I don't know exactly which badges link with others. You know, obviously that's gonna be something that we're gonna have to figure out as the year goes on, but something I did notice was, like I said, set and fire linked with brick wall, but it did not link with snatcher. Something to pay attention to, and another decision to make when deciding which badges to put in your fuse and reaction slot.
And that's where they fuck you over, my nigga. Like, it was all too good to be true. I knew it. That's where 2K do some 2K shit right there. Crazy.
The last thing I want to talk about is cap breakers. A question a lot of people were asking was, when you apply your cap breakers, once we unlock them and we apply them, are we going to get more badge tokens depending on where we put our cap breakers? I asked that question and I was told you do not receive any extra badge tokens depending upon where you put your cap breakers. So make sure, you know, if you're planning on making one of those builds where you start with a 53-pointer and then you're going to cap break it all the way up to 90, or, you know what I mean? We found some glitchy cap breakers last year. I'm sure we're going to find some this year. Make sure you have enough badge tokens in that category to actually use those badges that you're going to be getting from the cap breakers. Obviously, you can unlock those bonus tokens that we talked about, so you could even use those bonus tokens in that category. That way, you know, you're really utilizing your cap breakers and your tokens to their fullest ability. But it's just, I know a lot of people were asking me that and nobody really had the answer, so I wanted to make sure I told y'all. When I asked them, they told me no more badge tokens will be allocated based on where you apply cap breakers. Whatever badge tokens you get from applying your attributes, those are the badge tokens you're going to have on your build. And then of course, there's a ton of things to unlock with the slots and the bonus tokens and the synergy slots and all that that we broke down in this video. But that is the official builder breakdown for NBA.
Shit look official, my nigga. Damn, how many videos this nigga posted today? First part game.
I'm Jessica Killen. In the Army, I learned to put service before self.
Shout out
I
Jessica.
carried that lesson.
Hell, I don't know.
Shorty moving different. Hold up.
Hell, I don't know who this is. They frying me. It's over.
This nigga getting torched.
What? That was crazy. Yeah, I'm getting fried. Oh, come on. I don't know who the fuck that was. That was you. Man, you was open, gang. I'm like, he frying me.
With pure green windows being smaller in NBA 2K27, it's going to be more important than ever to get the biggest green window jump shot. I personally can't recommend. We even got his React Lab enough. This was one of the few games I got to play with the My Players because I spent majority of the day working on other things for content. But I was taking on my boy Trey, and we even got his reaction to the game included. Let's go.
Let's see.
So Joe's the nigga frying, brother.
Come on. Why can't I keep doing that?
I ain't gonna lie, he came out, hit me with a midi pull-up. Then he's gonna go over to the left side here, hit me with a step back to the corner, pull up, green that. I'm like, I might be in trouble.
Green. I'm so fickle with shooting, gang. Good bumps. I tried to step through for no reason. I just wanted to try it.
So unlike yesterday's Play Now gameplay in the My Player mode, we were able to customize our HUDs. We were able to put on the shot feedback, and as you can see, we can see the contest. I get a light contest on that shot right there. Let me know what y'all think about that. But back to business. We got the customize our HUDs. So we're able to put on the shot feed.
Light contest? Yeah, you're not up there with him,
feedback, and as you can see, we can see the contest. I get a light contest on that shot right there.
Wasn't really up there. Oh, P5 was good, my nigga. My bad, I'm locked in, twin. I'm good, bro. We going over the new 2K news, my nigga. This shit is wicked. Bro, you just missed the whole My Player breakdown, bro. We gonna watch another vid. But this shit look fire, gang.
There. Let me know what y'all think about that. But back to business. We got the ball in our hands for the first time. He's gonna push up on me, so I'm gonna do a little normal 2 hop jumper to detach from his body and then just get on that rim.
Yeah, I've been smoking so many layups on both.
That's a slasher. I gave that angle, the boo's over.
Now I know he's worried about the rim run, so he's going to push up on me again. Another normal 2 hop jumper behind the back, hop back. I honestly just did it out of instinct. I wasn't even sure if it was in this game, but hey, we got the hop backs back.
Good moves.
Now I'm just going to hit him with a quick boo-boo bop, straight to the basket, on that rim, not playing no games.
Dang, that was nasty.
It's over.
You good, G, on the M4 better? Oh, my Warfare. Damn, my Warfare 4 and 2K dropping, bro. What the fuck? When does my Warfare drop?
Now, if you watched my gameplay breakdown yesterday, remember I said I definitely had some concerns? Well, check this out. He gets a good bump, and then I don't know what the hell this is. How? It's like I just got covered in baby oil.
Man, hell nah. Hold up, bruh. Hold on, my nigga.
How? It's like I just got covered in baby oil and just...
Oh, yeah. Baby oiled up for sure. What the fuck going on? Why is the other nigga looking at the crowd right now? I know he wasn't trying to do that. What's going on, gang? What the fuck? Hold on. Are my eyes this? Hold on, one more time.
Well, check this out. He gets a good bump, and then I don't know what the hell this is. How? It's like I just got covered in baby oil and just...
Nah. Defense already looked shitty, my nigga. Fuck.
Slipped right through him. The initial bump was good, but then what's that?
What? They got past me right there? No bumps?
Hey, Trey, I hear you, bro. I hear you. I'm the one that did it, and I couldn't believe that it happened. But back to business, into a little Euro step, easy bucket. But now check this out again. He plays good D, cuts me off, good bump. He's attached. I'm dead, right? There's not...
Oh, hell no. I can't even rewind. Fuck!
Popcorn Chicken is
There
back.
was no
Buy
bump.
any big box and get another free.
Huh?
What the fuck?
Off, good bump. He's attached. I'm dead, right? There's not... Huh?
Oh, no, yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Pack this shit up. I'm not pre-ordering this, my nigga. I might have to wait till patch 1, bro. This some bullshit. What the fuck?
Oh, come on.
It's not even like it's a ratings thing. Trey has 86 perimeter on his build.
Why is the bit turning the other way? What's going on?
I don't know what's happening with the physics here.
Yeah, physics all off, twin. Isaac Newton didn't discover this law. What is we doing, my nigga?
But it ain't good. But let's get back to the game. I ain't gonna lie, we starting to put the SIGs together a little bit. Little whoops. Boop. Hop it back on them. Pull up another green.
I jump. Ooh. Cook me.
Sound like, all right, I sparked him up from 3 a couple times. Definitely got on that rim a couple.
Hold on, I think my dog at the door. Yeah, he definitely at the door. He started. Come on, little nigga. My bad. My fault, G.
Times, I got the finishing badge. Like, all right, he got a good bump there, but he's not gonna expect this. We get to the midi fade, another green.
Hell, I don't know who this is. They frying me.
Now we're about to get back in that one bag. One dribble to the right, boo boo bop back to the left on that rim.
Yeah, I'm getting fried. You got it.
Now I'm gonna get him on my hip here for game point. I'm gonna crab him with the escape pull up, and I sold.
All right. I only got that because they felt like being generous. Green.
And I could tell Trey was locked in. This was his last game of the day, I'm pretty sure, and he's going to the basket. He's getting a layup on me. Now he's about to come right back. I get a good bump initially, but then he's going to hit me with a little crossover. Step back, run to the left, midi fade, green.
Real discipline, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, I missed that. That is game.
We got the stop we needed. We got finish and take. I said, you know what? I'm not giving him another chance. Euro step, meter, dunk, ball game.
Good runs.
You gotta give Kobe that.
They don't give me that ball back. It's only smart to do. I shot good. Hey, I don't know what it is. You cook. Ball out. They fried me.
I know he's good.
Fried me. I shot well. I missed 2 shots. But, hey, they got a good build. They was frying shit. What? Frying shit.
Hey, GG's to Trey. I'm not going to lie. This is one of the better gameplays you're going to see from Community Day. I was watching really, really good players, really good shooters go 0 for 8 from 3. I'm not going to say any names, but they were doing it. For day 1 on the game, for him to only miss 2 shots, me to only miss 1 shot, we go back and forth, trading threes, trading middies, both getting on the rim. That was a very, very good game. No troll.
We out. That motherfucker was hooping. Finally, I was shooting well, though. I take that. I don't know who the fuck that was. That was you. Man, you was fucking hooping, gang. No. That motherfucker, I'm like, man, he frying me.
I wish Trey's face cam didn't cut off there at the end. That way y'all could have seen us kind of interact afterwards on camera, not just the audio from it. But this is the build that I was on in that gameplay.
Shit, just for future reference. That nigga name is the Has Sinking Slasher? Oh, fuck.
Obviously, like, I have no pass act because I made it to go play 1v1 in the theater. I don't know what height or what type of build I'm going to start the year on. I just figured y'all just watched that whole game. You'll probably wanted to see what attributes I had and what height I was and whatnot. But yeah, I got the 93 driving dunk with the 94 3-point rating because you need a 94 shot rating to get Kevin Durant go-to. So I figured I would, you know, experiment with that. The 91 ball handle is to get like the SGA SIGs, the LaMelo SIGs, you know, all the SIGs that, you know, I wanted to have the high ball handles.
All right, here go to my player.
Fend off the flies.
Dante, what's good, my nigga? Hey, you here just in time. We getting into the my player shit.
Hell.
You already pre-ordered 2K, Dante, or hell no?
Creating builds is expensive, and optimizing builds to their fullest potential can be time-consuming and challenging. So I'm here to give you 10 mistakes to avoid when creating your player on 2K27. Drop a like on the video for me, and let's get straight into it. The first tip is the new badge system in NBA 2K27 is pretty damn complex, and you're going to need to take a few minutes to actually learn how it works. There's a ton of new things to consider. Badge tokens, bonus badge slots. The fact that every build starts with 20 badges, but then you can earn more badge slots to apply to any category that you choose. The fact that each badge has its own cost in terms of badge tokens. And then on top of all that, the synergy section down at the bottom with fuse badge and reaction badges. And the fact that fuse badges are not only your +1s and 2s, but they also give you a refund of the badge tokens that you put in those slots. And then to go along with the fuse badges, the reaction badges are tied to the fuse badges, giving you more +1s and +2s, but only certain badges can connect to other badges in the fuse slots. It's a whole lot going on. It would probably take me 15 minutes to explain, and I did drop an entire builder breakdown video that I will leave the link in the comments and at the end of the video, so I definitely recommend you go check that out to get a full explanation.
It don't come out until the 25th. Oh no, Thursday would be too late, twin.
Of the new badge system.
You gonna miss the early access.
But I do want to mention one of the most important things when it comes to making your build this year is making sure that you do understand this very complex, very confusing new badge system that you are going to need to understand to not butcher your builds. There's a whole lot of moving pieces, but if you watch my builder breakdown video, I think you will have a very good understanding of how it all connects and works together. But let's move on to the next tip. With pure green, enough. Next up, meeting animation requirements is one of the most important things to not only making a good build, but making a build that you're going to enjoy playing on. There's no worse feeling than making a build, putting the VC on, and then realizing you missed out on your favorite dribble style or your favorite go-to shot by 1 or 2 ratings. Do not operate under the assumption that all animation requirements are the same as they were last.
What the fuck is my shit buffering for, bro? Are we dead ass? Is my stream lagging, nigga? What's going on? Yeah. What the fuck? Nigga, what?
Requirements is one of the most important things to not only making a good build, but making a build that you're going to enjoy playing on. There's no worse feeling than making a build, putting the VC on, and then realizing you missed out on your favorite dribble style or your favorite go-to shot by 1 or 2 ratings. Do not operate under the assumption that all animation requirements are the same as they were last year. Some of the favorites like KD go-to shot is now 94 shot rating. SGA escape is now 91 ball handle rating. You gotta double and triple check the animations that you wanna use to make sure your build has the ability to unlock them in NBA 2K27. Pay attention to badge requirements in the builder, not only because it's a super important aspect of making your build, but if you're operating under the assumptions that everything is the same since last year's builder, you're making mistakes on your build. Certain badge rating requirements have changed in terms of certain badge levels. On top of that, certain badges have been expanded to go to taller heights. So make sure you're not just operating on, the information you have in your head based on last year's builder. Make sure you're checking the badge requirements that you are going to be able to unlock them at your height. And also you're meeting the rating requirement needed for those badges, because of course those badges are going to make your build perform that much better, making your experience playing the game that much more fun. Also keep in mind that certain badges have been split in two, so Rebound Chaser is now split where there's an offensive rebound badge and a defensive rebound badge. Pay attention to these new badges so that you can make the best build possible. The next tip I've been preaching for years, high risk versus low risk builds. If you're somebody that plans on making multiple builds, make your low risk build first. Let everybody else make the mistakes. You learn from those mistakes, then you can make your high risk build. Now, if you haven't heard me talk about this before, you're definitely thinking, well, what's the difference between a high risk and a low risk build? Now, a low risk build is a build that's difficult to mess up to the point where you feel like you wasted money. One example of a low risk build to start the year is a center build. You're gonna put up the attributes you want, you get the corresponding badges to go with it. You're not super worried about missing out on animations because majority of the big man animations you unlock just by being a big man. And majority of people can't shoot to start the year, so you're getting free rebounds, free rep, free progression. It's a lot harder to mess up of a build.
Chad, I ain't gonna lie, that might be the method, bro. Like, I might just be on a big man till patch 1. I'll be the highest rep out of everybody. Niggas gonna hate. And then I'm gonna see what guard builds start coming out, you feel me? And I'm on that.
Another example of a low risk build is something like a lockdown defender. Could you mess it up and not have the most optimized version of a lockdown in the game? Of course.
When AT&T hands you the all-new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold,
but for the most part, you're gonna put up your defensive attributes, get some shooting, get a little bit of dunking, you're good to go. You get the defensive badges, the attributes, you know, it could be a little messed up, but you're not gonna feel like you wasted money on it. Now, on the flip side, a high-risk build could be something like your guard build, right? You gotta make sure you meet every animation requirement to be able to play at the best of your ability. You need the best jump shot base unlocked, you need the best dribble moves unlocked, dunk packages, etc., etc. It's a lot easier to mess that up, especially early in the year before people find what is really, really effective. You might miss out on the 3 dribble moves you need to move like a god. You might miss that by 1 or 2 attribute ratings, and you're like, man, everybody else is speed boosting, cooking, going crazy, and I'm sitting here moving like a slug, all because I messed up my ball handle rating or my speed with ball rating, and I couldn't get the right dribble style. You feel like you wasted money because your build is not performing the way you want it to, because of the fact that you didn't get the animations that you wanted. There's a lot more ways to mess it up is my point. It's more of a high risk build. Let everybody else make the mistakes on the high risk build first. You make your low risk build, learn from all the mistakes that everybody made on the high risk builds. Then you make yours, saving you some money, limiting the mistakes we make that hurt our wallet. The next tip I have is pay attention to the way weight and wingspan affect your attributes. Although visually, these attribute screens in the builder might look very similar to last year, the way the weight and the wingspan affect your attributes is very different. And I know you're probably saying, but Joe, you know, I've been playing 2K for years. Obviously, I know to watch the weight and wingspan. I'm talking about very specific things. For example, on a 6'8" last year, maximum wingspan, you had 96 perimeter. Minimum wingspan, you had 95 perimeter. Wingspan barely had an impact on your perimeter defense rating. Not so much in 2K27. A maximum wingspan 6'8" can get a 95 perimeter. A minimum wingspan 6'8" gets an 87 perimeter. A much more drastic difference. Also, wingspan has a big effect on your driving dunk now. It always has, but I feel like at certain heights, it's more drastic this year than it was last year. Another difference I noticed with weight, from 6'9" and shorter, when you lowered your weight, you lose perimeter defense. But at 6'10" and taller, when you lower your weight, you gain perimeter defense. Make sure you pay attention to these physicals and how they affect your attributes, because although visually a lot of the attribute screens look the same, the way the physicals affect your attributes is actually very different. Make sure you pay attention to the actual meaning of each badge and attribute. I can't explain the amount of times people have said, Joe, I put this up, but my player's doing this. You have to actually pay attention because sometimes the names can be misleading. They have also separated certain things like shooting badges now. Your 3-point set shot badge and your mid-range set shot badge are different. Your moving 3-point shooting badge and your moving mid-range shooting badge are separated. They're different. On top of that, make sure you're paying attention to attribute meaning. For example, people were like, Joe, I'm trying to be quick with the ball. I got to put my agility up, when agility only affects off-ball movement, not your burst when you have the ball in your hands. Pay attention to not only the actual meaning of badges, but also the actual meaning of your attributes that you're upgrading. My next tip is make your build for you. Do not just copy other people's builds, other people's build videos, and expect it to be the perfect build for you. You can watch those videos or look at other people's builds and gather information, gather ideas from it, but make sure you tweak it so that it's a build you want to play on. Just because you see a good player playing on a build or you see a good player upload a video of a build, that doesn't mean you should make that build, because it might not fit the way you want to play. It might not get the attributes, the badges, the animations that you want that's going to make you enjoy playing on that build. Make sure you gather information, take ideas from other people's builds and build videos, but ultimately tweak it and make the build that you want to make so that you actually enjoy your build. In terms of build optimization, making sure you're getting the best bang for your buck when it comes to your cap breakers is a vital part of that. And the cap breaker preview screen that is now included in the builder is going to help you do that. One thing, you have to get your attributes all the way finished. You have to be a 99 overall in the builder before you can see the cap breaker preview. I do think it would have been nice to be able to have the option to see how the cap breakers fluctuate as you put attributes up and down, but the way they set it up is you have to finish your attributes, finishing, all your attributes, getting to that 99 overall in the builder before it lets you see your cap breaker preview. But it is definitely a lot better than loading all the way into the city to see those cap breakers. So definitely take advantage of that cap breaker preview screen. The next tip is in regards to Takeover. Takeover is a completely different system in NBA 2K27. And essentially whatever you're doing a lot of in the game that you're playing, that Takeover will automatically pop. No more dunk, 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 and then you pop deep bomber Takeover. Doesn't work like that. If you're doing a lot of finishing, your finishing Takeover will automatically pop. But here's what you need to pay attention to in the builder. Make sure you're meeting the attribute requirement for the takeover ability that you want in each category. Take the time to go through the takeover abilities and make sure you're meeting the attribute requirements in each category for whichever ability that you want. For example, if you want Deep Bomber as your shooting takeover ability and Dishmaster as your playmaking takeover ability, make sure you're meeting the attribute requirements needed to unlock those takeover abilities before you finalize your build. But if y'all want a full breakdown of the My Player Builder system, including the new...
That shit's insane, brother. All right, who's finna watch? What was the first shit we was finna watch? Hold on, bro. I'm finna do this guy. Parker, what's good, my nigga? We doing some research on this 2K, my nigga. Trying to see what's Gucci.
Alright, what's up, y'all? It's Laker Fan here. As you spot title today's video, here to showcase which build specializations are worth actually grinding in 2K27. So, a lot of this stuff is very similar to what you've seen last year, however, has a lot of the requirement changes, and not to mention, too, we're talking about also what kind of badge specializations are going to benefit you the most in terms of what the builder allows. Like, for instance, you'll see this build that I was showcasing right here of the double 99 rebound. Even if I maxed out the only two things that you can upgrade in terms of rebounding, 99 offensive, 99 defensive, you have 15 badge points to spend here. However, there are more badges than just box out boss, possession closer, and sink snatcher. These are just the defensive rebound oriented parts of this. If you scroll over to the offensive rebound as well, you're going to see that there are other badges affiliated with this 100%. We've got breaker to break the box outs, crasher, sink snatcher is one that actually works both ways. But yeah, I mean, like, look at this. Just for the offensive rebounding badge alone, it's 7. And factor that in with the fact that you need the defensive rebounding badge, you need box out beast, you need the breaker, and then if you want sink snatcher as well. That's a lot of badges, and my point is that that's why something like rebound specialization is going to be really important for bigs, because you don't really have the ability to even get enough badge points into the category. So by doing the rebounding specialization, as you can see, there are really good rewards in this. We'll talk about this in just a second as well. +4 bonus badge tokens for obviously the goal 7, and then +5 bonus badge tokens for goal 8. So that's going to give you 9 more points to be able to work with between them, as well as extra badge slots, because there are a maximum of how many you can put into just the category. So that, on top of the fact that obviously we're going to be getting, you know, just like a really high level of rebounding by having a glass cleaner, if you will, it's going to be pretty helpful. And again, these 9 bonus badge tokens are going to be really, really important. Also, I'm sure you guys already know this, but obviously, you know, you get your cap breakers that are affiliated just to the category you choose for your specialization. So still keep that in mind as well, because obviously if you're making a rebounding build, it's going to be stuff like you want to still have the ability to put extra points into one of them, because it's not on some like you can throw it away into your physicals now. There is literally a physicals category that we can kind of go back to here and show you. Like this is going to be no requirements, however, yes, is still speccing into your physicals strictly. So one last time, I do want to show you guys all of these as an overview though, in terms of what the requirements are. The only one that might be hard to meet is going to be shooting, if you wanted to make a build that can like cap break its 3-pointer into a good rating, because then that maybe means your mid-range rating is terrible. But chances are, if you want to specialize in any of these are like super affordable. You only need 60 of one of the rebounds. As you can see, 60 perim and 60 steal, or 60 interior and 60 block. And then likewise, I mean, only need 60 pass act or ball handle. So long story short, these are all very attainable, super easy in terms of to reach the requirements. So let's get straight into them. What I want to start off with is physicals, because this is going to be one that's very unique and different from anything we've ever seen. However, I must say this is probably the least useful one to go for, in my opinion. Now, I think it on the surface, I would have really loved for this to have been actually good to go for, because as far as like something that can work for any build you create, physicals as a specialization could be really usable. I mean, like every build is going to utilize its physicals in terms of its speed, you know, agility, strength, vertical, all types of stuff like that. And obviously, you know, to get extra badge caps into that would never hurt you. However, it'd be a little bit more of like a, we'll call it like not really low risk, low reward, but more like a high floor, low ceiling, if you get what I'm saying, in terms of this being the specialization that you pick. But anyway, as you can see, unfortunately, a lot of these are requiring you to get putback buckets, which no, absolutely not. That's the deterrent to this, if you ask me, is the requirements of them. Nigga. Now, a lot of these, besides the putback buckets, were actually very easy to achieve. Like we're talking, if we come all the way back to the beginning right here, set good screens. You know, win games, like this is going to be one for a lot of them, which is just, you know, simply to win games, but win games with 1 or more points in each win. That is so good and easy. This is like by far one of the easiest career paths, if you will, or specialization paths that you can pick in terms of being able to unlock like really easy on the goals. But the putback buckets one is just where all of this becomes so hard to do. Again, win 50 games with 1 point, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal or block in each win. I guess getting 1 steal or block along with that makes it a little bit tougher to be so specific within the park games and stuff like that. But again, you know, the teammate grade stuff, that's going to pop up in a lot of them. But
that shit's ass. Truly,
the putback dunks or putback buckets in general, because actually you will see on the future goal right here on goal 9, it actually does ask you to get putback dunks specifically. So putback buckets separate. I'm guessing it means you can come down with the rebound and then go back up with it. I still do think though that this is not going to be so rewarding to the point where I just really would say physicals is more of like a C- tier, you know, build specialization to go for. Again, I think the positive here is that it could work for all of your builds. And if you want something that's versatile in that sense, it could definitely be good. I would say off top, fellas, like I can just give you this much information straight out the gate in this video. I think rebounding and shooting are going to be the ones that are by far the like easiest to go for while still being worth the goal at hand. Now, I'm not going to lie. The shooting is still a lot. It's asking a lot out of you. Now, shout out to Stacks. He did a really good tutorial last year that kind of fed the whole community in terms of being able to like, you know, get your shooting specialization. if something like that doesn't exist, though, I think a lot of you guys might have to understand how actually hard some of this might be to be able to get. So for the shooting requirements, you can see we're starting off with like even the bare bones, like super low requirement stuff like that. It's still going to be 200 mid-range shots and 300 three-pointers. This is like, these goals are very demanding in terms of like, it's going to be a more longevity grind than it even was last year, in my opinion. Like, it truly is going to be a lot harder. Win 50 games with 4 or more jump shots made in each win. This is the type of stuff you can achieve in Park if you're kind of the star player, if you will. I think a lot of people will underestimate how hard this is to do as like a more casual or like a role player, especially. And to be able to do something like this, I guess you could do it in the Street Kings as well, which is like a very attainable thing to do. But that's 50 games doing that, bro. That adds up as like, to just get 1 goal done, which is supposed to be one of the easier goals for that matter too, of goal 4. I don't know, man. I really don't. So goal 5, 500 corner threes, specifically corner threes, not the top of the key, not the wings, nothing like that. Corner three-pointers. So for the point guards out there who are thinking they're going to do this in generality of just playing the game naturally, if you're playing Pro-Am, if you're playing Park, corner threes are not something that probably pops up into your kind of, I don't know, repertoire quite as much. So you are absolutely going to have to go out of your way a little bit more this year to actually like focus on things like this, which, you know, sometimes to me is really annoying because like stuff like this, like, well, not the teammate grade one specifically, but that can still be kind of annoying when like your teammates are like, yo, like, I'm at a B+ right now. Can I like, you know, get the, and yes, absolutely. The answer is yes for the record, but it is a little bit annoying when it deters gameplay and like your teammates are starting to fiend after like, you know, teammate grade, or actually you will see on a future one right here that pops up as well, to have multiple games of actually like getting the 5 3-pointers made. Like, look at this. I mean, or jump shot specifically, I guess. Like this is more annoying to farm in a like PvP game, you know what I mean? 125 games with 5 or more jump shots made in each win. But overall, I would say where this is probably going to be the more difficult is to get these like volume shots. If there isn't some glitchy way to do it, right, where you can just kind of like stack up crazy amounts of volume, if you will, and you have to actually play the game naturally and make 300 3-pointers or 600 3-pointers and 600 mid-range shots separately in 2 different goals. That's kind of, it is a lot. However, I will say, you think this looks crazy, but like truly the shooting, I would say is like more tame than a lot of them. Going into the playmaking here, and just real quick, I do want to say, I would like to give, in my opinion, like a tier to all these as far as like how good they are to actually go for. I think this is an A tier one to go for, maybe even S. I just think, I don't know if there is such a thing as like an S tier build specialization to go for this year, because I don't think it's so obvious anymore, like what you should be going for. The shooting specialization requirements are still pretty tough. And, you know, kind of recycling stuff that I was saying, I mean, obviously doing that is going to depend on how easy there are for methods to get it done. Who knows if something like the, you know, the kind of glitchy method that was from 2K26 is even back in the game. So as far as playmaking goes, as you can see, for the early ones, we have things like get 200 assists or 200 relay assists. This is not going to be them combined. It's just one or the other. So relay assist is obviously going to be like a pass to assist. Chances are you're very much more likely getting the regular assist, I would assume, unless maybe you play a lot of rec or something like that. But yeah, like rec center would be really good for a lot of these volume ones. However, 250 alley-oops, that has to be farmed, bro. That has to be, or else you're going to be on this goal for a long, long time. I want to remind you guys too, you can't just simply get some of the things in goal 3 done while you're already on goal 2. Like, you're not going to be able to just get regular assists and also get alley-oop assists and like farm goal 3 while you're farming goal 2. You do these one by one. So
today I'm partnering with Chase Freedom Unlimited to treat people to lunch, but I'm getting 3% cash back on dining. So who's the real one?
You have to do like goal 1, then do goal 2, then do goal 3, then do goal 4. So yeah, my point mostly being that goal 3 right here is something you're gonna have to do very specifically to when this does pop up. Like say you were playing in generality to get the regular assist in Park, you're gonna have to be pretty malleable to like saying, okay, well, now it wants me to get the 250 alley-oop assist. If I was truly doing the playmaking specialization, I'm gonna have to go back into like my career or Street Kings and like start actually farming lob assists to my, you know, Giannis of the world or like LeBron or something like that. So point being, yes, some of these things are going to be more, can you adapt to them for sure. Win 50 games with 5 or more assists in each win. This is going to be very easy for you to pull off if it's in like rec center. If it's Park, you need to be very much so like the distributor of the team for sure. And again, it's gonna be something that maybe your teammates have to allow you to help actually like farm things like that. 350 flashy assists, pretty easy. I think these like over time things are like ones where, again, you could probably just come out here and play whatever the heck game mode you want to. Yeah, you're gonna have to play in a little bit more of a specific way. Honestly, it's probably quite annoying for a lot of people that are playing the game with you, for being completely real. Like if you're going in a random wreck and you have to get flashy assists and now your teammates just have to bear with a guy that's doing flashy passes all game, that's kind of bogus, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know, it's just, sometimes it is what it is. You're gonna have to get the job done. If you want to do it through my career, I think that's a more respectful thing to do to the community, but I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably going to want to play the game for real and to be able to get it done in, you know, generality of your runs with like a little bit of like a added thing in mind is probably how a lot of you guys would want to do that. 75 games with a teammate grade of A- or higher. Once again, that's something that you can really stack up in the park pretty easily, or I guess Street Kings as well, potentially. And I'm my bad for calling it that. I guess it's technically Record Park. Also, I don't know if I said this yet, but shout out to 2K for flying me out to the community day. I need to do a better job at completing these not the NDAs, but the requirements of the stuff that I'm being told to do. But I'm sorry, man. I'm a yapper, and I'm trying to get to the point because I know there's a lot of people that lack the attention span to actually like hang out with me here for a little bit and actually just talk like a human. But anyway, you know, all the builds. To be fair, if it weren't for the putback buck, you would make too. So. I know decent playmaking, and not to mention too, you know, very specifically ball handlers and like main playmakers of the team. I think that's why something like that might not be as useful to go for. Not to mention that it's still kind of a hard grind. Now, you want to talk about a hard grind. Defense is like the hardest one of them all. So defend 250 shots well. You know how hard it is to just get shot contests on CPUs? They don't go up with nonsense, bro. And neither do humans either, for that matter. So I know like contesting shots, it's definitely something that happens in natural like flow of the game. But like if you were to total it up versus like, you know, buckets made or something like that, it really is just insane how much more rare it is to get a good shot contest. Not to mention, like, we don't even know what that constitutes as far as like what contest is required to actually get the thing to pop up on your like ticker in the corner of good shot contest specifically. So this is definitely a really grueling one to commit to. Next up, you have get 250 steals or 250 blocks. Once again, like getting stats like this to pop up are also still very hard. Win 50 games with at least 3 blocks and steals combined in each win. They call this stocks in the NBA now, steals and blocks combined. It's not the most ridiculous thing to go for. I think combining steals and blocks into the goal is very good on 2K's end. However, I still do think these numbers are way too ridiculous. 400 well-contested shots, well-defended shots, if you will. You know, win 75 games with teammate grade of A- or higher. Once again, this is for everything. Basically, it doesn't matter what you pick. It's always going to involve these. But yeah, the shot contest and then the steals or blocks, I just think, I don't know, it's a little aggressive, if you ask me. And I think this is something I would not want to commit to myself. And then on the final one, as you can see, wins 125 games with at least 3 blocks and steals combined in each win. I really don't think like these are too ridiculous. I think it's a lot more going to be about these. And I had a homie, Tyson, last year, who was doing this defensive specialization, and he was in Street Kings with it at the time. It was Street Kings, Record Park now, if you will. And, you know, finding the people that put up the shots the most consistent, have like the tendency to shoot the most, and then to find what range you can stand at them. And it's such a hyper analytical thing where like you have to find out where's the gap that you can play between. When you jump at them, how likely are you to get the shot contest? How far can you gap them where they would still take the shot on you? And to do that so many times over in multiple reps, over and over and over and over again, to get 600 well-contested shots just to get a goal done is very egregious. So I find that like going to something that you can do not only the more hyper analytical things where you like sit down and really just get a ton of rebounds or a ton of 3-pointers made while playing against the bots, yet at the same time to find something you can blend into your gameplay a little bit more seamlessly, like shooting and rebounding as well, is something that probably is a whole lot more reasonable to get done. Let me come back to this too, because I didn't even commentate over this last one right here. Defend 1,500 shots well and complete one of the following: get 1,000 steals or 1,000 blocks. I'd haggle with the game a little bit, like if they can hear it's like they do.
Soft check, gummy check.
You don't play Madden? Nah,
Try the gummy pop.
Madden's not really for me, bro. It's not my forte, Tom. Keep it about.
My name is Matthew. I'm an experienced manager in stores, but I'm currently completing a intern.
Rebounds, offensive rebounds. They've split this up just like they've split up the badge, unlocking, if you will, through the ratings of what you pick. So that's also quite a bit more tough, if you ask me, because there'll be a lot of people.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking of making like a lockdown, like a 6'8", 6'9" lockdown, like a Dennis Rodman, but he has to be taller, bro, for sure. Cause niggas is finna make 7'6" builds and shit.
Or maybe like more popper bigs where it's like they do get just defensive rebounds through the generality of the game and don't necessarily farm offensive rebounds. I think that might be something where you do have to hop into something like the Rucker Park and, be able to actually just like make a build that has like a really high offensive rebound and you just kind of chuck it to your teammates and just start farming O boards. Defensive rebounds, I think, are more for like, in generality of playing the game. You should be able to get stuff like that pretty easily because obviously, just the flow of the game in general creates defensive rebounds, just people simply just missing shots. But anyway, moving along through the category, as you can see, win 50 games with five or more rebounds in each win. This is very attainable through Park, I would assume, especially early game where people are going to be kind of bricking. 400 successful box outs, that's very attainable as well. It's like super easy to farm. Just play the game normal and like well, as far as like, I don't know, just good fundamentals of like playing the game. Win 75 games with a A- team grade. Boom, we already have this on all types of things. 500, not a crazy amount if you ask me, for defensive and offensive rebounds. Like, I mean, as long as you're finding a way to farm this well, I think these requirements are extremely cheap and extremely doable. So yeah, 500 D boards, 500 O boards, that's kind of cake if you ask me. This is really not asking that much. And then for the final two categories that you'll see right here as well. And unfortunately, guys, I did low-key miss the finishing. I will talk about it a little bit at the end right here as well, though. But win 125 games with 5 or more rebounds in each win. Once again, still very easy to do if you ask me. And then for the final one right there as well, as you can see, we also have just more volume stuff again of get 1,250 defensive and offensive rebounds. Now, this is more ridiculous, but also what I was saying to Swag when I was talking to him about this at the end of, like, once we were done with the community day, I think it's kind of weird. Like, I feel like goal 8 and goal 9 are, like, more important, or, like, goal 7, 8, and 9 are, like, way more important than something like 10. I don't think, like, a +2 synergy slot is really that crazy. Like, I could be wrong. When we actually get into the game, maybe we'll find out. But I think, like, 2 cap breakers and then the bonus badge tokens of, like, +4 badge tokens and +5 badge tokens and an extra slot are like way more important goals. So again, 7, 8, and 9 are gonna be like your really, really big ones. I think 10 is kind of like, I don't know. Who cares really? I think this is just one that I'm gonna like kind of, once I get to goal 9, I'm never gonna like farm anything again. And I'll just wait to get this more naturally, you know what I mean? And maybe that was the intention, to be fair. Because maybe that does add more longevity, give you something that you're actually like kind of grinding after, but like, in the background intuitively, I guess. But like I said, I did miss the finishing stuff. I only showed just this. But like, in the background intuitively, I guess. But like I said, I did miss the finishing stuff. I only showed just this right here of the fact that it was layups, dunks. To be real with you, I don't remember some of the other things in the category. That is totally my bad. I don't have any footage of that. I don't think either. I will say though, with the way that finishing works in this game, and not to mention that it's a pretty farmable thing in career as well, where you can just simply get dunks, get layups. It's like not that crazy of a thing to do. And in the course of a game, this is also very grindable through ones. Like if you play 1v1 court, this is something that you can really, really farm up of like layups and dunks quite a bit. So I will say, I think this is very attainable for sure. My only problem with the finishing though, is I was talking about this to D-Man while I was like at my setup. I don't know that there's so many finishing badges that are actually worth spending like, extra tokens on. So if I come over to the builder real quick and just show you guys, I'll come back to this because I didn't give like a tier on like everything, like the rebounding included, but I'll come back to that. I just want to show you guys kind of what I'm talking about of like how many finishing badges are there that's actually worth unlocking. So already right here, like posterizer, yes, it's going to cost 7 to get it Hall of Fame. That's pretty huge. The thing is that you can spend your little core badge thing on it, whatever it's called, like the top one in these like bottom categories that pop up when you're actually like, putting all the things on your build, where it refunds the points of that. So then the thing is, you still have 10 more badge tokens to work with. If you have like a build that's like, invested through the dunking, I mean, yes, there are a lot of finishing badges, but like what as a slasher do you truly need besides like posterizer? I guess, I don't know, pretty much physical finisher and I guess float game, aerial wizard. I don't know. I just don't think there's a lot of finishing badges that are like necessary to the playstyle. Whereas if you're someone more like a post scorer, I think that's like way more like kind of important. But defense, there's so many badges that are like important. Rebounding, not a ton. Only 5, as you can see right here, but a lot of them that you're going to want if you're like a two-way rebounder. If you're someone that only plays one side of the court and like you are very much so focused on just defensive rebounding or just offensive rebounding, and I'm sure I'll probably lean into that a little bit and make my builds a lot more optimized for offensive rebounding if I'm on a pure inside. Lean through my teammates a little bit more in terms of the defensive rebound crashing at that point, because it might be a little hard to afford all of them. But if I'm going to be doing a rebounding specialization, I don't know, it's a lot more badge points that are being worked with. It's a lot more slots that are being worked with too. I think that's something that you can actually lean into a little bit as well. So I don't know. As far as physicals go, I think there are more badges than what I'm showing just right here. No, that actually might be it. So to be fair, if you specialized into the physicals, it's not a ton of stuff that's useful. You obviously have like bruiser, brick wall, pogo, slippery off ball, workhorse, and then what was this one called? Flash, I think, something like that. I don't know. It's just tough to say that like all of these would be useful on every build you make. So even though like, yes, putting cap breakers on something like physicals would be pretty good, it is hard to say that like, you know, most of these are probably gonna be like lockdown big man oriented if you're someone that's interested in that. But again, the putbacks are such a ridiculous requirement. It's like, it's just too non-general if you ask me. But yeah, defense would be great, shooting would be great. As far as like, yes, this is a lot of stuff that you'd be able to unlock. It's just gonna be extremely hard to actually like get the goals done. I really do believe that like shooting and rebounding will probably be the ones that are like by far the best value to go for. So overall, I'm gonna give shooting an S tier, rebounding an S tier as long as that's your like, you know, play style of being a big man. Obviously, otherwise it's like not even any point. I would say the next best one will probably be finishing in terms of just its like utilization of being easily done and forceable, if you get what I'm saying. Same way that like shooting is really easy to just force. It's tough to like force your way into being a playmaker, you know what I mean? But it's very easy to force your way into being a finisher or a shooter. You can simply just do these things in the 1v1 court if you would like to, or in my career if you'd like to. Playmaking you can kind of do through my career, but it's a little bit tougher. Defense is so extremely hard to specifically like farm because it's one side of the court and you have no control over what your opponent's gonna do unless it's in some crazy manipulated way. And then again, physicals, it's definitely a bottom tier one just off the fact that you have to get the putback attempt, like, you know, buckets, if you will. Even if you're someone who is like more of a rebounder and a finisher, I still feel like at that point, just do rebounding, just do finishing, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's tough to say, man. But yeah, overall, in generality, S tiers for the shooting and rebounding. I would say finishing is probably like B. Playmaking and I would put playmaking probably in like a C tier. Defense in like an F tier just because of how ridiculously hard it's going to be. But if you can overcome that, it'd be very elite. And then physicals, again, terrible just because of the requirement for that as well. So I hope this video helped you guys be ready for like your decision a little bit more on this, because obviously it's something that you want to kind of have prefaced a little bit before actually getting into the game. I know I'm not going super detailed in like a method of how to get these done yet, so it might not have great longevity in terms of this, you know, video game. I'm sure we'll have different like specialization methods that I post.
My first. Wait, Jalen, are you making a guard or what? What are you making? Hold on, let me hop to the Discord real quick. Niggas in the court. I hop in my Discord, Jalen. Took Chick-fil-A. Damn. Oh. Bro, someone had already said that. Guard is love, though. Wait, Jalen, what you making, P? Did NBA 2K like stream or something? Cause what was all these motherfuckers streaming? She was. I'm finna see, they already got some builds. Nigga already got a lockdown.
Cute. I wish I could get it, but...
The first thing I cooked up is a lockdown defender at community. So I'm gonna show you my lockdown with no weaknesses, which is hard to do. Most of the time, your lock gonna have something in that weakness category. But I made sure to include an all-around lockdown. Now, first off, the best height for a lockdown from what I've seen is a 6'6" lockdown. I've tried all heights. That seems to be the most consistent one that has the best stat line. Now, I'm gonna also show you a 6'7" in this video as well. But first, I'm gonna show you the 6'6". So let's get straight to it. Now, one of the first things I wanna say about the builder overall, every build you can make on here, you can make on 26, bro. Just about. And I've tested this, and the cap breakers are the same, basically. Now, there may be slight changes, very minor changes with height and stuff and arm wingspan, but for the most part, you can make the exact same build on both, and the cap breakers are identical. I have confirmed this because I looked at just about every build I made, all 15 builds that I have, looked at their cap breakers on there, looked at it on 26. They the same cap breakers. But the main difference between the builds is that top right, badge tokens, and the requirements. And the takeovers are different. So that's mainly what changed. So yes, you're at home, once you know all these...
Bro, you already know I'm either a lockdown or a guard, bro. Come on, gang, you know this. Nigga, just make a guard, bro. Like, why is niggas trying to play positions they ain't never played before, bro? Let's just be honest, gang. I'm the point... Bro, I'm the lockdown gang. We know this. I'ma snag these niggas. Pause. I'ma snag all the rebounds, nigga. I'm finna make a 6'9" lockdown. I'm finna make like a Dennis Rodman. I'm not finna make no crazy shit. I'm finna make like a Dennis Rodman. It's time to step up and put the... Nigga, I'm a good lockdown. What the fuck? See, you didn't see my lockdown on 2K17, nigga. I was a demon. Every year since it ain't been lockdown, it's been, what's it called? We play... Yeah, nigga, my lockdown was a demon. What is we talking about? You talking about 2K? Jalen. You know damn well you getting 2K off rip. I know you mean you not making a lockdown off rip? Nigga, you're getting 2K. Like, come on, bud. I'm really okay, my nigga. He said I'm really not okay, brother. I would have snagged back. You gonna be the only nigga on Madden, bro. Tough. Let's get back to it, though. Best lockdown build, nigga. See, you not even doing research like me, nigga. You don't want this shit for real, gang. You not doing no fucking lockdown builder research, nigga. The badges in this game is fucking crazy. No, the badges in this shit is actually insane. Like, how they all set up, layered out, bro. That shit is fucking insane, bro.
You can go make these builds yourself, especially when the app dropping today anyway. Let's get to it, though. All right, so I'm pausing and pushing through. Let's go. So first thing I did a 70 driving layup, bare minimum. It's a lock. This is a lock now. We here to stop the football, here to press everybody, here to steal the ball. We going drive and dunk 76. Now, why 76?
He already fucking up, in my opinion. Like, come on, gang.
Hold on, Joe. Why 76? Because we're going to cap break that eventually, but it's good enough to start the game with no caps. Everybody's going to have no cap break. You don't need to contact dunk off rip as a lockdown, bro. You need to stand in that corner and be a good lockdown and catch and shoot. Shoot the ball.
He said be a good lockdown. Bro, see, I'm not even, my lockdown not even finna be, like, my shit, my lockdown could, my lockdown's 3-ball is gonna be like, $78, bro. Like, nigga, my lockdown, I'm finna be like a Dennis Rodman lockdown, my nigga. I'm not going for it. There's finna be plenty of shooters on the squad for me not to have to shoot, gang. There's finna be plenty. See, you watching the wrong videos, nigga, chill. Bro, this the only video out. Shit came out like an hour ago. There's no other. Everybody's doing is 6'7" demigod. They got a 6'9" demigod. They got a Kobe build, nigga. I want a lockdown. Best power forward. Okay. Yeah. See? They gotta have a lockdown power forward build. See, but I'm finna still be able to clamp up on the perimeter. See, that's like I'm finna be a Jaden McDaniels. So I'm telling niggas, he can hit the 3-ball here and there if he needs to, but he be dunking that bitch. He be driving. He be locking up. He be getting rebounds, nigga. That's my forte. Okay? I'm finna get a rebound and kick it out. That's what I'm doing, gang.
Maxing is so maxing right now, bro. Carl's Jr. is saving you big with the $5.90.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Swag, back at it again with another bang. Today, I have what all of y'all have been waiting for, man. The best power forward builds on 2K27. Now, I will be showing you guys pop superior 90 steal, very high rebound, confirmed that no dipping with the quick trick very strong this year, and whether it's big centers, standing dunking, or slashers going for +5 tokens. So we initially went with only 70 midi on this build since we couldn't.
What the fuck are we doing, bro? I need to bro, what is niggas doing, bro? Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Nigga doing this shit for the views. They not doing it for the love of the game, for real, bro.
Defense is overpowered on 27, so if you make a lockdown build, you're gonna be insane. And if you look right here, I made this build with a 94 perimeter and a 94 steal, and you even get an 84 block. And on defense, that's gonna give you access to 16 different badge tokens. That means this build's gonna be able to lock everybody up. And just like 2K26, if you wanna shoot with a low 3-ball, all you need is an 83 3-ball. That's how you get it. And that's gonna give you access to 12 total shooting tokens, so that means you're gonna be able to load this lockdown build up in shooting badge. And as a lockdown, you wanna make sure you get access to the Vince Carter step back, so make sure you go with at least a 75 ball handle. And the rim running is so good on 27, you have to be able to dunk. So I gave this build an 84 drive and dunk, and I'm gonna use cap breakers to get my content. And you know your badge tokens, every single badge is gonna cost a certain number. So with a total of 16 badge tokens, look how much every single defensive badge costs. So you wanna make sure you're getting the best badges for day one. That means on day one, you're not gonna be able to get all the badges you need until you get your fuse and your reaction. If you wanna make this full lockdown build, I'm gonna put it right here.
Everybody trying to make 6'7" lockdown. I need a 6'9", bro. Has anyone already made it Jaden McDaniels?
In today's video, I'm going to give you the best 6'5" build, the best 6'6" build, and the best 6 foot.
Okay, I'm going to look up a 2K26 McDaniels build.
Yeah, they're all bad defenders. Cam Johnson, Jokic, Jamal, Aaron Gordon, the whole team.
We're losing one of your players in the first 2 minutes of the game to an Achilles tear, to then losing your superstar to a hyperextension in knee. It was only left down to one person.
You know, they got KD, but we got Jaden McDaniels.
The 6'9" versatile defensive menace, one of the most underrated perimeter defenders in the league, known as Jaden McDaniels. And it's been a minute since we did a build like this.
Look, this is exactly what I need right here.
I got a 6'9" lockdown that can do it all, with being combined with legend defensive badges and Hall of Fame defensive badges, while also being a 3-level scorer that can end up getting on the rim anytime you want, but also knocking down shots around the perimeter or even in the mid-range. In the NBA 2K25, we brought out the 6'9" lockdown, but this year it's a little bit different. We got a unique name. We're called a disruptive lockdown, which is perfect for the type of build we're doing today. With the build being a 6'9", 185-pound with a 7-foot wingspan. But if you're someone that doesn't have that many cap breakers, I definitely recommend you to make this build a 6'8" and change a few things so that you get better cap breakers on the 6'8". Now, when it comes to the driving dunk, we have an 82 driving dunk, which we can use 2, 3, or 5 cap breakers to get an 87, an 89, or even a 93 driving dunk, so you can get up to gold posterizer. And if you max +1 and max +2 it, you can possibly get it on Hall of Fame and Legend. Now, with the shooting ability, we did with an 83 3-pointer, so I can get limitless range on bronze. But when it comes to the mid-range, we're going to end up having an 82, which I'll use 5 cap breakers right here to get 87s to get all my other shooting badges on silver. But if you want an 89 mid-range to get session specialist on gold, you have to drop your block to like a 78 and also your interior to around like a 60, so you can be able to use those attributes plus your cap breakers, so you can have a little bit more wiggle room when it comes to shooting, so you don't got to use that many max +1s and max +2s. Now, when it comes to the playmaking, now I wanted a 71 pass accuracy, so I did hit level 40. I'm going to use 2 cap breakers right here to get a 77 pass act. But when it comes to my ball handle, where we optimize it, we're going to put 4 cap breakers on ball handle to get an 80 and 3 cap breakers on our speed with ball so we can get a 75. So we can lock all the dribbling badges on silver. Now, when it comes to the defense, I have an 89 perimeter. I end up putting 3 cap breakers right here to get 92, so we can get gold on ball minutes, gold challenger, gold pick dodger, and all that good stuff. But if you don't got that many cap breakers, just stick with an 85 perimeter, go with an 85 still, so you get interceptor on gold, glove on silver, and you will have that. But also, you will have an 84 block as well for this build, so you can get paint patroller and high flight and iron on silver, while also having a rebound. I have an 80 defensive rebound to get rebound chaser on silver, and having a 70 offensive rebound, so we can get some boards here and there. But with this build being a lockdown, we max speed this and put the agility to 80.
Behind this advisor is the power of Vanguard's institutional quality bond funds.
If you're tired of seeing lockdown builds on YouTube that need 20-some cap breakers, well, guess what? You just clicked on the best video possible, because this build doesn't require any cap breakers and it has no weaknesses. One of the rare things of a lockdown build. Just about every lockdown build is gonna have a weakness except this one. And you don't need any cap break. You can make it day one. Even if you do have a bunch of cap breakers, it's only gonna make the
Yo, Steelers lost to the Jets. I'm crying. Wait, ain't the Broncos playing right now?
build even better. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get 1,000 likes, and make sure you hit that sub button too. Y'all be forgetting the sub sometimes. So this build is for 0 cap break, but this is specifically for people who don't got time. Okay, if you go
6-6.
This year, I've tried lockdowns at multiple different heights. I've tried 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", and I've had success on all of them. But one build I haven't tried as a lockdown is a 6'9". I've only made one other 6'9" this whole year, but it was a center. It was fun, but it didn't have the speed. So that prompted me to make a 6'9" lockdown that has max speed and gets the benefit of using Zach LaVine dribble style. At 6'9" small forward is the tallest height in the game to get it. And this is honestly one of the most fun builds that I have used all year. We're 6'9" with a max wingspan and a maxed out block rating, meaning we can
17-0. Damn, y'all ain't scoring, my nigga. Fuck. But yeah, nigga, this is what I need.
fly around the court and deny shots from the perimeter and in the paint. We can guard any position on the court, whether it's the point guard or a center. And to top it all off, we have 96 driving dunk for the elite contact dunks in this game. This is one of the most all-around builds I've used all year, one of the most fun builds I've used all year. I got some clips for y'all, and then I have a full game for y'all. I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna get into the build. Do me a favor, leave a like, leave a sub, and let's get straight into the build. So here's the 6'9" lockdown build. We're a 6'9" small forward.
He used hella cap breakers on fucking interior though, bro. How many goddamn cap breakers this nigga got? Jesus Christ.
6'9", 185 with a 7'1" wingspan. 185 gets you the max speed, max agility at 6'9". Also, it's a small forward, obviously, to get 75 speed with ball for Zach Levine. But for the finishing, we have 96 dunk, that's elite contacts. 81 standing dunk, that's for the silver rise up. And having super high standing dunk on a swing height is amazing. All the backdoor cuts are basically free buckets. As a point guard, I love having teammates on my team that can cut with high standing dunk. And now that I have it, I enjoy using it as well. We have maxed out shooting, bronze limitless, and then 87 mid-range for KD go-to. Maxed out playmaking, 71 pass attack, it's more than enough as a lockdown or non-PG build. And then to the defense is where all the good cap breakers are. So we have 77 interior and 93 block for gold paper toller, which we +2 to legend. 91 perimeter paired with an 85 steal. So this is gold on ball, and on ball at 6'9" is a tier 2, so we can +2 this to legend as well, having both legend on ball and legend paper controller. Rebounding, we have 80 rebound for silver rebound chaser, 70 D-board as well, 86 speed, 86 agility, using that Kobe Bryant motion style. Strength, doesn't matter, we all know this already. And then 85 vert to pair with the 96 driving dunk for elite contacts and Hall of Fame posterizer. Now here are the animations I'm using. For the most part, it's just your normal tall guard meta 6. Only difference is with 80 ball handle at Grimes.
Wait, what was his rebound?
We can +2 this to legend as well.
What's his rebound in that? Offensive 80, defensive 70.
Having both legend on ball and legend paper controller. Rebounding, we have 80 rebound for silver rebound chaser, 70 D-board as well, 86 speed, 86 agility, using that Kobe Bryant motion style. Strength, doesn't matter. Legend on ball and to the legend. 91.7.
Oh, but he got a 93 block though.
Mid-range for KD go-to. Maxed out playmaking, 71 pass attack, it's more than enough as a lockdown or non-PG build. And then to the defense is where all the good cap breakers are. So we have 77 interior and 93 block for gold paper toller, which we +2 to legend. 91 perimeter paired with an 85 steal. So this is gold on ball, and on ball at 6'9" is a tier 2, so we can +2 this to legend as well, having both legend on ball and legend paper controller. Rebounding, we have 80 rebound for silver rebound chaser, 70 D-board as well, 86 speed, 86 agility, using that Kobe Bryant motion style. Strength, doesn't matter, we all know this already. And then 85 vert to pair with the 96 driving dunk for elite contacts and Hall of Fame posterizer. Now here are the animations I'm using. For the most part, it's just your normal tall guard meta 6. Only difference is with 80 ball handle block to max those out, and then I have a perimeter for post take as well. And then my fourth take, I obviously use speed, gold set shot, gold glove, gold.
God damn. Yeah, he got all the motherfucking badges, nigga.
Challenger. I use play take because I have it done, so that's just what I use on all my builds, which is gonna give me gold lightning launch and gold handle for days.
Watch it jump. Good boy, ain't good. Boy, you snapping, boy. You snapping. Ooh.
That'll get you smart accusations.
Oh shit, this hoe look nice.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Give me that fucking ball. Jerry switched. Look at that.
This nigga
Good defense. Oh my God. Triple block. God damn. Boy got a. Oh my damn. Good pass, boy. Good pass. Oh my God. Stay quitting, bro. Oh shit. Oh, I'm tweaking. I should have passed that. Oh my God. Good defense, boy.
No, if he got there, I should have threw it to Jay.
That's a good boy.
For sure.
I got it. Don't worry about it. Come on, bitch. That boy don't miss, boy. That them passes for sure. Very inconsistent. Oh my God, double block?
Hold on, bro. This shit 30 minutes for you talking about. Finna do this real quick. Yo. 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 Yo, Caleb. Insane. Is he actually? Yo. Yo. Yeah, bro, I'm muted. Chat, I'm finna go and get me some food. Call it night on the stream, bro. I'm finna get up and try niggas. Probably tomorrow. If y'all haven't already, make sure you go watch that new YouTube video, nigga.